Hello! Happy Wednesday, everybody! I hope you're having a wonderful morning, and if not, I hope you have an even better afternoon. I was planning on streaming much earlier today, and I was EB because I could not sleep last night for whatever reason. But we are finally here. We are finally here for the Pokemon. I've been so excited for this DLC for ages now. There was a hot minute when the DLC was first announced where I was like, I don't know if I'll get it. It's I didn't hear sparkling things about the DLC for Sword and Shield, and I played that game and I really liked the structure of it. Hated the story. So much in that game. And then this game played Scarlet and Violet shortly after it came out. I got a legit copy of the game, but I got it through a not super legit source. And I loved it. I really like this game. I have a lot of grievances about it, obviously the performance and everything, but I really liked the story. So I have high hopes for the DLC. And I've got my Shiny Legacy team all put together, and I'm really happy to introduce them. If you see me posting on Twitter, you've probably seen the crew already, but I have spent literally months Masudo hunting for this team. Originally, that wasn't even the point. Originally, I just Masudo hunted my starter because I wanted to, and I'd never done that before. And then I decided, let's Masudo hunt for 5 other Pokemon, considering I had so much luck with that first one. I think I maybe hatched 1,000 eggs. That might be lowballing it to get my shiny starter through Masudo hunting. And I had the shiny charm. I did everything I needed to make that happen. I had the worst luck. Thankfully, with the rest of the team, I don't think any of them had nearly as bad luck, except for one of them, which I will mention when we get there. But, oh my god, my throat is going bleh right now. I made the super smart decision to slog a couple sandwiches before stream started, because I haven't eaten today, because I just woke up recently. So my throat is doing great. It's all nicely gummed up from chicken and lettuce and mayo. I did consider making coffee, but the last thing I need, because I don't know how long this stream is going to go. My plan today is to just go until I cannot really tolerate streaming today or finishing the DLC, which I don't know if that will happen, but we will see. I'm trying to go in as blind as possible, because I went into the game itself for Pokemon relatively blind, but I'm not super quick at playing video games. I like to take my time with them, so inevitably I run into spoilers, like I learned about the Larry thing before getting to the league. I managed to remain unspoilered about the Professor twist, though I had my suspicions by the time we got there, so I was very happy with the way it turned out. But for this, I'm pretty spoiler-free. Outside of... there's one Pokemon that I'm aware of that was never officially announced, but I know exists, and it's cool, but it's probably not what I'll add to the team. And then I have seen the evolution... Wait, no, what was it? We've seen the evolution. We've seen Driplin. I've seen it shiny, and I think I've seen the evolution for Pulchamacha? I forgot what it's called. I've seen the evolution for the Matcha Ghost Pokemon. I think it's... I'm assuming what I saw was an evolution. I don't imagine they would be like... Well, they may be. I don't know. The whole thing's confusing because the naming conventions are backwards from the Galar versions. But it doesn't really matter. But I've remained relatively spoiler-free. I've seen things about the box legendary for this. I've seen I don't even know what to detail it as. I don't want to really say too much for spoiler reasons. It kind of aligns with what I was already guessing about it, but it still doesn't really tell me too much about how things are gonna go, which, hooray. But yeah, I don't wanna wait too much longer to get into it. I wanna get into this video game. I'm really excited. Let me get over to the page. I'll turn on some music when I get there. Yeah, okay. Shake that. So yeah, we're gonna be playing the Pokemons today. Get it loaded up. Oh, it should have music when I get into there. But I want to introduce y'all to my team, who I have spent so long putting together. It should have some sound. Yeah. Okay. So let me real quickly introduce y'all to the team. Okay. And by the way, do let me know if the audio for the game needs to be turned up or turned down. It is an easy fix on my end. Just let me know what I need to do to improve your viewing experience. So, at the very bottom of the screen, we have the little Pokeballs, because I wanted to showcase the team I had. I don't know how much is going to change over the playthrough. I'm going to try to not be like, I can't change this team. I do have one Pokemon in the back who I do want to put in at some point. I did shiny hunt for it. I had the shiny for it. But I want to know how to get its evolution in before I use it. Because I've spent so long working with this team that I want to be able to honor them a little bit. Because the whole gimmick for this team I'm bringing in is when I played through the game, I had a team that I built up over time. And a couple Pokemon got shuffled out during the playthrough for various reasons. Some before the league, some in the post-game. So this team that I have is all descended from the original team that I played Pokemon Scarlet with. My starter, various Pokemon I brought to the league, and a couple Pokemon that I introduced to my team after the league, because some just weren't performing as well as I was wanting to, or I didn't like how I played with them, or I found Pokemon that I really enjoyed after the league. So let's not waste any more time. So I can introduce you to my starter, Miarscarada. The original Pokemon was named Rapture, and her descendant is named Bingle. She is the very first Pokemon I ever Masudo hunted. Probably took over 1,000 eggs to get her. It was a nightmare. It took so long. The amount of days I spent doing this and passing out mid-hatching was a lot. And thankfully that didn't deter me from future Masudo hunts, but it was an effort. My goodness, it was an effort. But secondly, we have a Paldean Water Tauros named Brutus. Brutus is descended from a Tauros named Nate, who I got through a raid after the league, and specifically this water form is unique to Violet. That's why I never had any opportunity to interact with it until after the game. I guess I just didn't have the high enough raids yet, because I was still, I hadn't beaten the game yet. Sorry, my eyes are really sticky right now. I don't know why. But a special thing about Brutus and Nate is that they are both ground Terra types. That was the special Terra type from the raid. It works weirdly well with this Pokemon. I don't know if that was intended from the raid or not, but I put a lot of effort in to get enough ground Terra crystals in order for Brutus to be a ground Terra. And he's the only Pokemon on my team that is from a raid. He's the only one that descends from a raid line, only one with a unique Terra type. Everybody else is a Terra type that aligns with one of the original types. But I think that he's a special boy, and he's become, honestly, one of my favorite water-type Pokemon. It's just so interesting. It's like a water buffalo. I think that's really cool. And at first, when the Paldean Tauros line came out, I was like, okay, what's the point of this? It's just Boros but dark, and this has really, really increased my appreciation for the line and for the concept. I just wish they were more present. Like, I've never seen a fire type one out in the wild, because that's the one that's supposed to be for Scarlet. I've never seen one in the wild. I don't know how rare they are, but pretty rare in my game. But up next we have an Espathra named Auntie Gaga. This was a Pokemon. My Pokemon Espathra is named Ramoa, and it was one of the first Pokemon I picked up in my game. I picked it up kind of as a joke because I was so bewildered by what the hell Flittl's deal was. And I already planned on getting a Girafarig to get Farigiraf, because I really like Girafarig. I think it's an interesting Pokemon, and I grew to like Farigiraf, and I expected to pick that up to have that as my Psychic Pokemon. And I just had Flittle. It's like, alright, I'll evolve it for the Dex, and then I'll get rid of it and bring in my Farigiraf. But then I really fell in love with Espathra. It's so big and weird, and I deeply enjoy it. And this motherfucker is the only Pokemon on the team that is not a descendant from my original team. Auntie Gaga, as implied by Auntie, was a Flittle that I found while tearing through a mass, what is it called? A mass encounter? I forget what they're called. When there's a lot of them that spawn on the map at once. She was found through one of those, hence why she's called Auntie Gaga, because she's not related, but we still appreciate her. And that's her. Also, everybody on the team has been, like, IV'd up and EV'd up to, like, as good as I can, like, feasibly do. Everybody has expert belts on. In theory, everyone should be, like, competitively viable, which I thought was fun. It's not necessary, and I'm not a hardcore gamer or anything. I'm probably building them in a way that someone would be like, Tuss, this is not an optimal way to handle this Pokemon. And to that I say, I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. We're not doing this because it's good, I'm doing it because it's fun. But up next, we have this edgelord. I have a lot of my team, I have Violet-specific ones. It is a shame that I prefer the design aspects of Scarlet for things, and then a couple of the Pokemon from Violet. But his name is Breakin. It is based on the name itself is based on a summon that I utilize in a D&D game. This big, like, spooky demon thing. Breakin is descended from a Ceruledge on my team who was named Mittens. And I was originally going to do a similar type of name for Breakin, but then I realized I could use Breakin as a name, and I was very excited. And it's also like illusion. Magnus Archives, there is 2 characters, technically, named Breakin and Hope. And that is where that name stems from. It's something that's mostly just a reference for myself. In the game, my character's middle name is Hope, and then she named this demon Breakin. And to me, it's a fun little reference to be like, oh, they're similar, kind of the same person, but not, thing. And it's purely a reference for me, because no one else in that game listens to the Madness Archive or cares about it. So it's a fun little Easter egg for me. But I deeply enjoy Ceruledge. I still don't think it looks like a Pokemon, but I enjoy it, and at the end of the day, that's what's important. Next up, we have a Glamora named Shiny Tim, because I made the mistake of giving him a placebo name when I caught him, and it stuck, because everyone loved the name Shiny Tim. He is descended from... what was her name? Deva. The original Glamora's name was Deva, and Shiny Tim is descendant of Shiny Tim. Other Pokemon on the team, like Breakin, the placebo name for him was I believe Blueberry. I forget what the Boros was named. It was something, but I don't recall off the top of my head. But yeah, Shiny Tim was not meant to be the name, and it stuck because everyone loved the name Shiny Tim, so I had to keep it. It cracked me up when I did the fight against Gita, and she, for whatever reason, decided to put a Glamora as her ace, when I had independently picked up my own Glamora, Glamet to Glamora pipeline, and used it in the way that it's intended to be used as a starter. And what I ended up doing in that fight was I think Diva had gone down at some point, and then Gita threw out her Glamora, and I was like, all right, we have to do an honor battle. So I revived Diva and then threw her out there, and won, because I thought it would be fun. That was not a super hard fight, but I don't think that was the point of it, honestly. But the last Pokemon, we have a shiny Ampharos named Francisca. This is the very last addition to the team. Honestly, super recent within the grand scheme of things. I had originally had a Tinkaton named Kada with exclamation points. I love Tinkaton. I don't love how it performs. And I realized way too late that it is meant to be like a support Pokemon, like a tanky support Pokemon. It's gonna live through everything, but it's honestly not gonna put out the damage you want it to. I didn't really realize that until way too late, when I was just continuously being frustrated by its performance. And I was like, why am I not happy with how it's performing? And then realizing that I was like, oh, I'm just playing it wrong. And I thought about it, and I really liked Pokemon Ampharos, and I've just never used it in any capacity. And typically for these things, and especially this game, I wanted to play only with new Pokemon. And I figured that at this point, I had never really used Ampharos in any capacity, so I thought it would be fun. So I honestly don't have too much of a history with it. I don't even remember what I named my Ampharos. I think I named it. I don't know what the name of it was, but I don't really have much history with it, but I thought it would be fun. But most likely, if a Pokemon's gonna get swapped out in the future, Francisca's probably gonna be the first one to be swapped out. But throughout the team, there was no type overlap. Everybody is unique. Most of them are duo type, except for Auntie Gaga and Francisca. They are both Psychic and Electric respectively. But this is my team. Everybody is shiny, and I'm very excited to get into it. I did test my game. I know the DLC is there and present. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm very excited. It's been like... It's encroaching on a year. We're a little less than a year out from this game having been released. Yeah, that's the word. I'm very hype. We should immediately start seeing things, so... Yep, I'm getting a call! Hello, hello, Miss Magion, this is Jack. Also, by the way, for those of you who have not seen my streams before, I have only streamed shiny hunting of this game. I played this game before I started streaming regularly. So this is my kind of first foray into properly playing Scarlet outside of shiny hunting. So this will be very fun. Hi, Mr. Jack. Sorry to bother you while you're probably out searching for some nice treasure. You see, we have a school trip every year around this time. It's a special collaboration between our academy and another school. Would you believe it, Miss Samagion? Miss Samagion? Blah, 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 blah. Your name was one of the ones chosen to attend. That's cool. You get to go study and experience the great outdoors off to the east in the land of Kitakami. I was spelling it earlier and I was like, is it Kitakana? No, Kitakami. It's a long trip to get to this year's destination, so we can't send too many students this time. You're really a lucky one getting selected as one of the participants. Come to the school's entrance hall when you're ready to hear all the details. Of course, you don't have to take part. This kind of chance isn't likely to come again, so you should give it a shot if you're interested. Hope to see you soon. Alright, and that is our sign that the DLC is downloaded and ready to go. Let me swap the team, because I have the wrong team out. And when I tested last night if all of this worked, I got that cutscene and I saw another thing. I just wanted to test that things were actually happening. And it looks like they are. So I'm going to throw in everybody. Because I rearranged my correct team in last night, but then saw that that cut scene was inescapable when you start, so I was like, alright, I can just reshuffle these teams when we get there. But there's a team. We got Bingle, Shiny Tim, Freakin', Francisca, Brutus, and Auntie Gaga. Everybody's all ready to go. Everyone's level 55. I kind of assumed these DLCs would work similarly to how Sword and Shields worked, where they were all really high levels, like intended to be played after the game. From what I've heard of the DLC, and I haven't properly tested this, so this, in theory, could be a complete lie. What I have heard is this DLC, the Teal Mask, is something you can play pretty much as soon as you start the treasure hunt. So really early into the game. You don't even have to beat a boss. You don't even have to beat one of the gyms in order to do it. But if you play it later on in your adventure, apparently the region scales. So I leveled everybody up, not aware of that, but in theory it should still be fine. I might be running into trainers around level 50. If it ends up that I'm going around and beating up like level 10s, I may have to make some adjustments to the team, because I do want to have like a reasonable challenge. Like, I don't want to be straight up one-shotting things because I'm 40 levels above. So I'm gonna run over to the school real quick, and I see that there's an ad coming up soon, so I'm actually gonna teleport here, and I want to grab a drink real quick. So the ad's gonna start in a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna trigger it now so that we don't have to deal with it. Let me just load in. Yeah, so I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna grab a drink, and I'm gonna just pop an ad so that we don't have to deal with it during the cutscene for all y'all who are not subscribed or don't have ad block. So I'll be back in a sec. Gonna go? Alright, cool. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we back in this, boys. A second. One second, let me look at something. Okay. One minute. Sorry for the delay. I wanna the message in chat. I don't know why it's kind of annoying me that it's just hanging out there. Can I have mod view, please? Let me try something. That didn't work. Let me see if switching screens does anything. Let me do some testing. Why did I switch my eyes? There we go. What is the... Sorry, this is delaying. Alright, I don't freaking care. I don't care! I'm just kind of annoyed by the chat right now. Let me see if I can do something. What is the stream? Stream elements? We stream labs. Let me log in. Open the page. Yeah, there's not really anybody watching right now, so this is fine. All widgets. Where's my chat widget? Just chat box. There we go. Let's do hide messages after 15 seconds and see if I get rid of things. Because in theory, it should just update now. Okay, that did it. Okay, great. Okay. Alright, now we should be good. I don't like it when the stream elements just stays there when it's a quiet chat day. It bothers me and I don't really know why. But we should be good to go now. We got this person who just loves to hang out in a straight line. Should be somebody in here to chat to. When it takes 5 minutes to load, here we go. Mr. Jacques said the students for the school trip will be around here. Hi, ma'am. Do you look like a lesbian? Are you? Oh, you must be. You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, aren't you? And your name was? That would be Miss Summer. Miss Summer, huh? Well, aren't you full of fire? You're positively dazzling. Aw. You're making me blush. Oh, you even have a Terra Orb. I guess Paldea is rich enough in resources for that sort of thing to be a common sight at school. Unless that's not the case. Are you perhaps an especially exceptional student? Aw, look at Psyduck back there with a job. Oh, but here I go on, and I haven't even introduced myself. Call me... Miss Briar. I'm so sorry I'm late. I know a lot of people like Jacques' design. I am curious why, because I don't, like, he's a fine-looking character, but I don't, at least the 3D model. I haven't looked at his 2D model, his 2D art in a while. Just looks a little disheveled. But this bitch is late. Hello to you too, Miss Summer. What a lucky scamp you are, getting to take part in a school trip so soon after transferring here. Man, I've been here for months. I'm sure I'm happy for you. I wish I could go to... You're a teacher, can't you? Oh, you got classes. Well, in theory, sometimes people are just out in the world. Ahem. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Briar. I got a bit carried away. I'm schlumping. I need to stop worming. Well, as Mr. Jacques so kindly stated for me, my name is Briar. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Academy. Oh. That's for the other DLC. It's a school in the Unova region, you know. Miss Briar helps at the curriculum there. That's black and white, I think? Funny that she's just straight up themed for Scarlet and Violet, considering she's not associated with Scarlet and Violet technically. This year's Blueberry Academy's turn to run our joint school trip and supervise the students. She looks a little manic. That's why I came here to collect you. Anybody else coming? We'll be heading to Kitakami, a land known for their picturesque fields and rice paddies. The place has a rustic feel, but there's also something rather mysterious about it. You see, the same energy present in Paldea's terrestrial phenomenon has been detected there. I'm hoping to do some digging into the matter myself, in between my supervising duties. Though I'd also appreciate the chance to get a good look at the crater of Paldea. Well, yes, there's not much I can do about that without the permission from the Pokemon League and Director Clavel. Oh, I know. Already put in all the proper applications. I trust I'll get a favorable response soon. Ironic that a bunch of children just broke in there not months ago. I'm gonna open my soda real quick. That just splashed all over my hand. That's not kind. My little tiny soda cans. I love the small soda cans. They're like, what? Not even 8 ounces. They're like the perfect size. I just want a little bit of soda. Just a little bit. Well, May have to wait a few months until you can go in there, ma'am. Oh, sorry, Miss Emma. I forgot all about you for a moment there. Anyway, the school trip. Think of it as a chance to continue your treasure hunt on a grander scale. To search beyond Paldea's borders. I'll even provide you a special update to your Pokédex app, if you'd get out your phone. I'm assuming just a bigger Pokédex. The Kitakami Pokédex has been added to your Pokédex app. Yeah! And there we go. All done. Now you can go wild registering all Pokemon you find around Kitakami too. I was gonna sell the treasures I had, but I forgot. Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for the trip. I already cleared things with your mom. Yeah. Cleared things with your mom. You just go and have fun. Will do. Thank you, Professor. Your Mr. Jacques is quite charming, isn't he? Delightfully direct when he wants to be. Oh, she wants him. You get it, girl. Now then, Miss Emma. It's quite a trip to the land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying, or long bus rides. I find them soothing. I find both soothing. Outside of the whole, hey, pandemic's happening, I really enjoy the process of, like, going on a flight. Like, the getting there early, the whole process of it, the finding the gate, the whole little seat. As long as I'm not squished between two people I don't know, I very much enjoy the process of, like, dealing with airports. I'm also someone who arrives, like, 2 hours early, so that helps. I have not been on a flight in over 2 years, and I used to go flying a lot more when I was younger, just because I did more trips with family when I was younger, and now that I am on my own, I don't go on trips very often. I would like to, though. I'd like to go on more trips. I'm bad at planning trips, and also they're expensive. And right now, I don't really have the wiggle room right now to do extra stuff. Because my paycheck is not really coming anymore. Alright, we're gonna go set on a trip, though. That for Land of Kitakami. I'm gonna go sell stuff real quick before we go, because I don't know, like, if I'm gonna go into cutscene hell when I get... I probably will go into cutscene hell, because that's how Pokemon is. So let me sell now before I forget, so it's not like, surprise! Gotta go find some place to let me do this. Fly to this spot, alright. I'm wondering if the Kitakame stuff is gonna be on this map at all, because I've theorized that the area at the top right of the map is gonna end up being used for DLC because it's so weirdly cornered off for no reason. And I'm just suspecting that it's gonna be four things. Sell, sell, sell. Let's see, you had other things. Ball. No, I'm not selling that. What are they selling? There we go. Come on. There we go. That should be good enough. Get me sodium pops, energy roots. Not that, I don't... Field powder. I don't need these because they lower friendship and I don't really need that. I just need the full heals probably if I use them at all. That should be good enough. Thank you. Should I get... I don't really need Pokeballs specifically. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. We should buy some Pokeballs, honestly. I'll wait until we get there, just to see, like, what level we're dealing with. We should be good. We save. Do I avoid those cutscenes again? Let's just run through the... city just to get a little glimpse of it real quick. I'm glad it's nighttime for whatever reason. Because it was daytime when we were inside the school. We had a Psyduck there, but it's gonna be Gengar when we walk in, because everybody brings up their night Pokemon. I'm really hoping there's, like, more customization, like, cosmetics in the DLCs, like, more hairstyles, more outfits. I'm really hoping for more stuff. Please, give us more options. It still cracks me up in the classes that they're like, we don't allow Pokemon inside the building. Like, how dare... I like your little hat. And then there's Pokemon everywhere. They're really strict about this, as you can tell. Are you ready to set up for Kitakami, Miss Sima? Yes, I am. Great. We'll set up together as a group once the other students arrive. I hear you were chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet. Ooh, that's fun. I know my role is to chaperone you kids around, but I fully intend to have some fun of my own while I'm at it. Just so you're aware. She's gonna be like, alright, fuck off, I'm gonna go relax. By the way, do you know the Scarlet book? I do. I have one of my own. I have helped banish a robot to the past with one. I know of it. I do. As you should. It is the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Scarlet book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine. That is... interesting. I even have his original... That's cool. That's actually very cool. Oh. Look here. These are the pages that were blacked out and made illegible in the pub... Oh, we have more information. I wonder how she would feel if she saw Koraidon in the published version of the book. A disc Pokemon. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. Interesting. That's the I don't remember what, like, Terapagos, I think, is the Pokemon in the next DLC, so it's probably that. I tentatively name this creature Terapagos. There we go. I suspect that its very body is made up of the crystal material that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. The Pokemon depicted in these pages is called Terapagos, a mysterious Pokemon that Heath allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero. Whether the public believed him, it's my dream to find Terapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true. May have to wait a few months, ma'am. Though I haven't been able to secure permission to enter Area Zero yet, unfortunately. Ma'am, I know a back entrance if you want to get in there without permission. Which does make it funny that not Rookidee, whatever the rockabilly, whatever the rockabilly birds, it's funny that that service can pick us up. But I bet we technically have permission because of Arvin? That's his name. Yes, ma'am. But that's fine. It'll all be fine. All I need to do now is focus on the work in front of me. Miss Briar, ready to go. Oh, these are the kids. An active child back there. What's up? Like the gang's all here. I bet these characters will have rich experiences and rich characterizations. Alright everyone, to the land of Kitakami. Yeah! We gotta go on an adventure. The Dragonite! That's a very... Dragonair? Dragonair, I think. It's very cute. Yay! Let's go! Part 1, the Teal... This feels so special. Oh, there's already a raid thing back there. Wow, you know these NPCs are gonna stick around for a while. They don't even have names. We're finally here! Yay! My butt's killing me after those hours sitting. First the plane, then the bus. Haha, well, you all survived the long trip. I guess we're not coming back for a while. And we haven't lost anyone along the way, I assume? All here, so no Arvin and no Nimona. I guess no Penny, but I don't think she'd be interested in going out here. And welcome to the land of Kitakami. Oh, it looks so lovely. This is the stage for the new experiences and learning opportunities you'll have out in nature. Oh, the bug. Actually my first time here too. Why, the rice fields are just dazzling. Whooper! Oh, there's Whooper everywhere. Up ahead is Misui Town. That will be our base of operations for the duration of the trip. Alright. Miss Briar, I don't feel... Oh no, this kid got sick. Uh-oh, that travel must have given you a dose of motion sickness, huh? Why don't we pause here for a moment, taking the sights of the fields. Now, Miss Emma, I have a little request for you, as the person who got here because of a lottery. Could you run ahead to the community center of Misui and let the caretaker know we're here? It would be great if you could explain that one of our students is feeling unwell. I can do that. I need to be able to get... What happened to my model? I put my hand over my face to grunt a little burp. And it wigged out. I knew I'd be able to count on you. On your way, then. I'll look after your poor travel buddy here. Alright, excellent excuse for me to be able to split off on my own for a hot minute. Can I talk to this kid? It's my first time in another region. It even smells different here. Nope, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this person. You think he'll be alright? Oh, it's one bumpy ride. I bet he'll be fine. We have Yanma. Oh, Spinnerack. Oh, hi, friends. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't ride Koraidon. Ooh, interesting. I can't ride Koraidon right now. I guess it makes sense. That one would freak the fuck out if I would just, like, popped out a Pokemon of myth and legend lore. Let's see. I want to challenge one of these guys. Let me see my box. I'm aware of Koraidon. Let me get to my box, though. Let me... Yeah, box 7. I'll throw everybody in here. This thing, I think it's a bug that it falls into. Puchiana! Puppy! Hi, puppy! Got another Spinnerack. This cave, that's interesting. Nothing in it. Nasty plot, got a little nasty plot there. Oh. Hi, you checking up on me? Alright. Bye, friend. Look at the map. Press the L and R button. So it's a similar shape. Okay, yeah, so we're in a completely different region. Press the L or R buttons while the map app is open to switch between different maps. Flying taxi will do any locations with a feather mark. Each destination is another region. Interesting. So this is... So we're down here. Ah, so we're in a bowl. Oh, this reminds me. It's like home. It seems like it's a smaller area. Paradise Barrens, the Coming Wilds, Timeless Woods. That feels poignant. A question mark. Gorge, the Hall. Okay. I'm guessing this is where that festival is gonna happen. Oni Mountain. Infernal Pass. That's interesting. Okay. Alright. I wonder if this is... Oh! Spinnerack! Hi, friend. Alright. Level 54. Alright, so it does scale. That is great to see. Let's do Night Slash. Oh, it's dead. Alright. I'm gonna have to be a little careful when trying to catch some things. Hi, Puchiana. Oh, it's so small. I want to pick him up like a little bundle. What Night Slash does. Alright, we can catch it. Thank God I avoided that. Let's catch you. An Ultra Ball? Just to start filling it up. I would like to finish this deck, so obviously if we can catch things, that'd be great. Luciana was caught. Hell yeah. Why am I getting a bunch of messages? Let me make sure no one's trying to contact me. I don't imagine so, but on a random-ass Wednesday. In the middle of the goddamn day. What is this? I joined a server to try and coordinate a collab. It looks like someone's trying to do some planning right now. Real good. There's also an art thing that is going live today that I'm a part of, but that shouldn't take too much time for me to take care of when it does pop up. Luciana the Bite Pokemon. Well, I don't feel like naming it. I'm not really adding it to the team. I'm just adding it for dex purposes. Okay. Claim a reward for the progress you've made in the Kitakame already? Let's see, we've got 400 there, and caught 100, battled. Okay, so here. Okay, so your Kitakami Pokedex now contains 90 volumes. Got a PP up. And I got a bottle cap. Alright, oh, Quick Law. How many is it gonna be? Okay, so not too many. Interesting. 193. I'm surprised there's not sections for... I guess it's gonna further expand when I catch different things. Yeah, okay, so I think there's more to it than that. Interesting. Okay. Is that's not north. Okay, so this is just to, like, the end of the road. I imagine this is gonna be, like, return to Paldea. Yeah, it looks like a road sign. Always good to test these things first. just... Oh. 1 second. Ah. I got bald spotted for a moment. What are these Yanma? Oh, there's a thing here. Oh! Come back here, bug. I must bully you. Oh, he's so little. Oh, his name is Skewaddle. He's a baby. It will live. Good. It was gonna live anyway. Okay. I'm gonna Ultra Ball this son of a bitch. I think it's a 3-stage. It's one of them grass bug things that look like a woman at the end of it. Oh. Yeah, grass bug. No, we're good. Start slamming through these books. Oh, it's so small. I think the only thing around here is a Poochie, is the Yanma. Oh, a trainer! And Miss Briar is gonna be like, why the hell are you going this far? Go, go, go! You got stuff to do, buddy. I should probably do the story so that I can unlock a ride-on here, but I want to see... Let's see, Night Flash. Air Slash. Ouch! Okay. Well, a good thing these things aren't gonna be too weak. Oy vey. It's also 2 levels higher than me? Yama was caught. I'm gonna have to heal up Bingle. That was a beating. Yanma. Oh, Mega Yanma, I bet it's gonna be here. Ooh. Heal up, Bingle. How do I do the auto heal thing? There we go. Are you crouched? There we go. Trick is not Trick Room. Trick is... it swaps the items. Oh god, Geodude. Is Geodude... are you in the game? Forget. I don't think you are. Let me just run into you and see what happens. No, we have not dealt with you before. Oh my god. But why? But why, Geodude? I gotta heal you up again. Alright, do you want to not explode? They're much bigger than I expected. Oh. Let me just throw an Ultra Ball, see what happens if you just explode on me. Very inconvenient for catching purposes. There we go. Much easier. Geodude Fragment, okay. Yeah, just throw it to the box. Thought I was a free... I have an Arcanine... Hold up. What is that? And I hit every button until I... There's Ekans around? Ekans! I saw you, Geodude. Where are you? Oh, I passed it. Where is it? It was next to Rowlith? Mousehold's over here. Noivern's here! Okay, so the Arcanine just didn't pop up. That's why. It was just a graphical bug. That makes sense. Again, Yanmas. The Yanmas are very concerned for my well-being. They want to make sure I'm okay. Might be everything in this area. Let me see what's over by this tree. Mighty Anna! Ooh. What the hell? Oh, Cutiefly! What's up, bud? Oh man, I'm so scared. I'm a little worried. Just a touch worried now. Just hit this thing like a brick. Okay, so Bengal's dead. Oh. Let's choose the next Pokemon so I can catch you. Shiny Tim should be fine. Okay, and we will throw the Ultra Ball. That's a thick Pokemon. Oh, quick catch! Exciting. There's a lot of HP, or XP. Mightyena has been added. Mightyena is a cool Pokemon. I wish it got more love. I wish it was a better, technically, Pokemon. Bad, let's revive you because I don't see a thing around here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go say hi to this Cutiefly. Hi, little guy. I had a friend who loved Cutiefly when I was not in college. This shouldn't kill it? This killed it. I think I was perfectly designed to be super effective in every way, shape, or form. Oh! Ruta's leveled up. Good luck. Good job. What is this? Spinnerack. I think I want to get in... whatever that spider is called. I've always liked it, but I've never had the opportunity to use it in any capacity. What? Let's have a battle. Let's think this will be fun. Go, 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 Geo. Oh, God, Geodude. My favorite little round buddies. Easy to pick up and carry with me. Oh, no, it's gonna be a Geodude. Boy. You're challenged by the... You're challenged by Kazuaki, the festival boy. The bad feeling we're only gonna get those robes with that pattern. The different colors would be nice, but... Let's see. So we're screwed the whole way. Let's just lay down some Stealth Rock and then swap out. When its stones floated in the air. Crap, okay. Looks like poisons, maybe. Sorry, Tim. I didn't realize you threw out a Geodude. Brutes. Let's go wreck this boy. Intimidate. Let's wash it away. Yeah, everything's super effective. That stab too. It looks like it's a normal move, but this typing reflects the wateriness of him. We will keep the current Pokemon. Because in theory, he won't just one-shot me again. When it's stone, stuck into the opposing Geodude. Yeah, poison! And once again, Raging Bull. Oh, little Poochyena in the back. I defeated him. Oh no, it's easy to hit their weaknesses too. Alright, let's heal Shiny Tim. Because that was rough. It's a good thing I'm not doing Nuzlocke rules. Change. There we go. Alright. Let's progress now. Let's actually see what we're here for, and not just run around with Poochyena and Geodude. Granted, I'm just gonna be playing the DLC today. I'm definitely not gonna be trying to like power through it. I'm gonna be enjoying myself, taking time. I definitely would please don't put spoilers in the chat unless I'm like specifically requesting information. We don't want to get spoiler. We want to enjoy the narrative naturally and as we come across it. I don't want to be spoiled for things if I do not have to. I was a bit frustrated yesterday on Twitter because the game came out yesterday in the evening. So people got to play it before today, and I had it downloaded yesterday, but I want to save it for stream. And pretty much any time I came across someone discussing the game in any capacity on Twitter, they were not marking it. There was no, like, spoiler marking, and thankfully I didn't come across anything that was, like, actively spoilery. But my god, was it frustrating to be like, okay, I really cannot be on Twitter right now, because no one wants to tag these things as spoilers. Like, even just, like, hey, this is a cool character I ran across. It's like, it's not significant, I get that, but it's frustrating to be like, okay, so people just don't really give a shit. Right now, that's fun. God, a Mamoswine. That's an interesting one. Corfish! I used to make you'll have a bug. Let's just see. Yeah. You're one of those people from Paldea, aren't you? I am. You're challenged by Mayu, the festival girl. Sent out Surskit. Aww, he's your baby. Let's see, not water, because it might have water absorb. Okay, so everything I have is not effective against this thing. Let's just put out Francisca and see how that goes. I feel like there's so many bugs around here. I'd be prepared for a bug to pop out at any point. Haze. An accuracy thing? All stat changes were limited. Alright. We'll take that. Yep. They hit the girl? She reacted. Setting out Chingling is a psychic type. So we will switch in Bingle. Chingling, I think it's pure psychic. I don't think it's psychic normal, because that was a novelty with Graph. We should be good. It's not bug, I don't think. Exciting that's in this game, though. I very much enjoy Chingling. A weird sound. That should be it. Auntie Gaga's gonna level up soon. So this is the Paldean style of battle, huh? Oh, I could have sent in Breakin. I should have done that. Psychic is not good against Ghost. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the road. There's some quarterfish over there, but we can catch that. Well, oh, let me switch to something. Brutus should be good. Just water type. It might have Guillotine, I'm just realizing. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Wild Quarterfish's attack was not lowered. Oh, Drill Run? It's close combat. Or it will die. Maybe I should have done close combat. Alright. Well, I have learned of Quarterfish. And there is normal Whooper. Whoopee. I love the usage of the rice patties. I'd love to walk on them. Please let me get up here. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, the piping. That's cool. I didn't know there was piping built into these structures, but it makes sense. To help guide the flow of the water, so it's not flooding spots when it doesn't need to be. I imagine that's how it is in real life with rice patties, because I don't know why they would add piping for no goddamn reason. I think I've dealt with Paldean Whooper. Let me see if I can catch a quarterfish. Cutter. Alright, let's see Drill Run. See what that does. Okay, we can catch it. Ow, Crabhammer. And then it's a water type. Incendido guy. I don't like the evolution of Quarterfish, but I love Quarterfish itself. Quarterfish was caught. Ooh, level ups. Ha 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 ha. Quarterfish is so small. I love his little stare. He's just not thinking anymore. He's got no thoughts. I didn't catch a Cutiefly, I just killed it. That's right, I'll need to catch one. The Whooper. Let's see if we can get that one. Hey, Whooper. Oh. What's up, bud? Is he working? Hey, friend. Let's talk to this other one. Okay. That was interesting. I didn't realize that some of them were just stationed in spots. Okay, let's see. Let's just do Drill Run. Okay, great. Muddy Water is a water type. Yeah, not very effective. Get my Ultra Ball right. Also, the nice thing about Drill Run is that it's not a type, technically, for Brutus, so I'm not getting Stab, so it's not killing them as effectively. And yeah, Whooper's its own thing. Water Ground. Ice big ol' smile. Ah. What the hell is up with this Whooper over here? Oh, these things are hard to climb. Yeah, let's leave it. Let's get to town. I think I saw a sign for Ekans, but I don't imagine that Ekans is always gonna pop out. You having a conversation? Look at all the grow. As the rice fields turn nice and golden, they'll be ready for harvesting. Aw. Can I talk to these two over here? Looks like a wild one. You won't have a conversation with me. Oh. They're hard to navigate. You did good, I worked up a sweat. These are cool designs. Oh, they won't talk to me. Cringe. Oh, look at this cool hairstyle I'm probably not gonna get. Alright, let's skedaddle. Never mind. We have to kill. Where's attack fell? Too close combat, let's just take it out. Destruction. Alright. Aww, Shiny Tim leveled up. He's so powerful now. Oh, and stuck. There we go. Don't run to town. No, you're gonna get stepped on. Oh, cutscene time. Cutscene time. We're gonna find the caretaker. I think it's what Friar said. There's two visually distinct characters. My god, in the middle of a conversation. Sis, look there. Now. There's one now. Their hair is interesting. Fast. So, you're one of the students who came from the Paldea region, huh? Aw, whoa, way cool. I look so basic, my guy. Hush, Karen. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I can't just let an outsider like you wander into Masui town. Why? If you insist on coming in, you have to battle me. Okay. Come on, sis, you just want to battle. Making a big fuss over nothing. At least he's up front about it. He's like, you're fucking lying. Shut up. Look at that face. Take a photo of it. Oh, her ruse was immediately... Aw. Just ignore my little brother. Wish I had healed before coming in here. I think it would be a battle immediately. Oh man. Alright, let's do this. Get in position. Can I heal? Nope, okay, we're just going in. Kieran's adorable. I hope I enjoy his personality by the end of this, because he's a very cute design. We're gonna have some real good fun with you. Alright, what kind of Pokemon you got? Chance by Pokemon trader Carmine. Carmine? I don't know. I think probably depend on the person. Luciana. Got a dark type, so fairy would have been good. But we'll start with you. Welcome to Kitakami. Here's experience. Get ready to eat dirt. Bold things to say to my ground type buddy. Level 60. That's good to know. Close combat should just take you the fuck out. Yeah! Let's go! Oh. I've heard of type matchups. Yeah, I've heard of them. Good assist defense fell. Yeah, I'm probably gonna swap them out, so that's fine. Let's see here, what you got next? Vulpix is water type, so water should be fine. I know about this thing. It's wet. It's gonna get wet. I think Alolan Vulpix is here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I'm gonna laugh if this is gonna be a Brutus sweep. I'm gonna keep them at this lower level as well for now, because so far it hasn't been a problem. Hold you guys, this is Grass and Ghost. Switch. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Whoopsie. We can keep this. This is bad, but we can keep it. Just do drill run, see what happens. Okay, part of it. It doesn't immediately kill. Oh, it's crit. The bad sign. Oh, you didn't. I just forgot to switch out. Calm down. You get drained. It's fun to see the extra cutscene, though. Oh, crap. Okay. That's bad. Sorry, Brutus. I forgot. I hit the wrong button. I meant to switch you out. Was that for the first taste of Kitakami? I thought I meant... Okay, you're lying. Let's see here. Grass and Ghost, so not Auntie Gaga. Shiny Tim wouldn't be bad, but he's at half health, so that's concerning. Riken would have the risk of the Ghost type. I guess Shiny Tim, because it'll make it last longer in theory. Let's see. Behold my ace Pokemon, Glamora. Sludge Wave. Oh, I should have Terrored. Oh, never mind. It wasn't even super effective, it was just regularly effective. Granted, Shiny Tim does have insane special attack. Reek wants to learn Psycho Cut. Let's see what it is. Choose a move to replace it. Psycho Cut. Oh, it's Psychic type. No. I've already got my Psychic Pokemon. We're good. I kicked her ass. Kieran's still just like, yeah, let's go. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? Wowzers, you wouldn't beat... Oh, he's so precious. He's such a cute baby bean. Aww. You wouldn't beat my sister. Yeah, she... What is wrong with that kid in the background? Can't believe it. There's no way you should have been able to beat... I am really cool, so of course I can beat you. Fine, I guess you passed. Barely. You got no choice. I'll let you into town. But only if you become one of my grunts and do it. Calm to fuck down. What are you doing causing a ruckus out here? Here comes trouble. Come on, Kiki. We're out of here. Oh, he's so baby. But I... Wait up, sis. Are you, like, delinquents or something? Ah, hello there, stranger. You must be one of the students from the Paldean Academy, right? I help run the community center here in Misui Town, and a fair other things besides. I'll be looking after your group during your visit. Eh. Oh, those two kids weren't giving you any grief now, were they? Nah, it's fine. They're just kids. Hardly know what to do with them, especially Carmine. Always been a handful, especially that one. I apologize if she gives you a hard time. It's fine. I kick butt. Huh? One of your group fell ill down by the bus stop. Better get over there and give them my hand so they can make it to town. I'll take care of everything. You go ahead and get yourself sent out to the community center. We'll catch up with you soon. Oh, there's the Poke Center is over there. It's like a little station. No selling, interestingly. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye. Alright. Yeah, 3,000 prize money. There's like an amulet coin that I never got. Finally heal. Hooray. Oh! This is interesting. Hey there, this is the Pokemon Center. Are you Pokemon tired and needing a rest? I would love to heal them. Okay, take them here for a sec. Cool! It's like an alternate design. I love it. Pros and the rest of your team should be well better now. Come back when you need. I love her. New TM's here. Okay. New feature has been added to your trusty TM machine. You can now filter for learnable... Oh, God bless. Give it a try. The variety of teams you can produce has been increased. Try them out. What do I need today? I want to filter for learnable moves. Viewing TMs in the TM machine, press X and select a Pokemon currently in party. And filter... Oh my god. Let's see what... How about Glamora? Let's see what you can learn. Nothing fire. I can learn the water move, interestingly. Nothing lightning. I can learn some grass moves. No ice, no fighting. Various poison things. Gunk shot. What is it? Oh, the accuracy's not great. If it's not 100, it's 50. Well, that's fun. I probably won't use it much, but that's cool to have. Any spots to buy stuff around here? Or something in a truck? Gotta go into the center, obviously, to do something, but I want to explore. I want to see what's around. Oh, this looks fun. Don't be shy. Love of you to stop by. Take your time and look around. Buy clothing! Buy clothing! It sucks. They're knitted, which implies she made them. What is on these? I'm probably good. I don't know what these symbols are. Do I want any of these gloves? I mean, she made them, so I have to buy some at some point. Too much with the pants. Not really cold enough to wear gloves, especially knitted ones. See what I want. Orange would be good. Yeah, let's buy these. Okay, with cash. Yes, put them right away. Alright, heads up, there's gonna be an ad in about 3 minutes. That's everything I came here for. I'm gonna actually do a bit more shopping, and I imagine we're gonna jump into more cutscenes. So I'm gonna play the ad now so that we don't have to deal with it in a couple minutes. So heads up, non-subscribers. Just gonna do some shopping in the meantime. Buy items. Fresh water, soda pop, lemonade, moo milk. It's good to have. I'll buy a couple of those. Thank you, ma'am. Pokeball, Ultra Ball. I'll just buy like 20 more and then sell my Great Balls. Yeah, pay with cash. Oh, 2 Super Medals, thank you. Let me sell. How did I get Pokeballs? And sell the Great Balls, and we should be good. Yes. Thank you. I forgot about Quick Balls. I always forget about those. Oh, hoot hoots! Whoop whoop! Hi, buddies. I've got... Someone just left some shit here. Ooh. Oh, it's like I bought the chop wood. Hi, ma'am. I can't talk to you. Alright, let's go into the community center. Before I get too sidetracked. Well, let's grab one more thing. Would not hurt. Can I walk up here? Yes! Oh, happy days. I can walk up structures. Very narrow. Oh. Little Vulpix. Hi, you're cool. What I like about this town? What? Not a whole lot going on in this town, is there? Exactly what I like about it. Cool. I like your Vulpix. This actually feels like a little town. Charge. The user becomes... Oh, charge is a thing I saw somebody get excited about. Not a climbable structure. Okay. The tightness of this is a bit awkward from a gameplay standpoint, but I like that this is here. Can I get into the back? No, it does not appear that way. Alright, let's go through the front like a normal person. Oh. You've been stopped. Oh, it was a cutscene. Please let me enter this damn building. This way, everyone. Miss Sema, how are you? One for fetching the caretaker. The little buddy's feeling much better now. Alright, everyone. This is the community center. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. The plan was to have you and the students from Blueberry Academy stay here together. But it turns out this space is going to be all for you, our visitors from Naranja Academy. Oh, right. Those two kids were originally from this town, weren't they? Oh, they're also visitors. So in you come, don't be shy. Oh, so they're not staying with us. I'm assuming the kids we just battled. Makes sense. They have the little uniforms as well. Come on, everyone. Pack in. I wonder what that symbol is on his back. I've got on my gloves now. Oh, no need to worry about your shoes or anything. You can leave them in here. If they're extra dirty, try rinsing off the worst of the mud using the wash station by the door. And we're just keeping them on. I love the cling clang! Oh, I can't tell what it's made of, but it's very precious. Nice and clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so it's as good as anything you'd find in your big fancy cities. Oh, I like that bridge. I hope we can find it. Here's the lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax how you like. And, well, let's see. Over there's a cafeteria. Toilets will be down that way. If you want to go get some sleep, please use the rooms down the hall there. You've got enough space that each of you can have a private room too. Damn! So I think that covers about everything. If you run into any trouble at all, don't hesitate to talk to our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. Alright, kids. You have anything to say to the staff you'll be taking good care of us? Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us. A bunch of well-mannered students. I can already tell you're gonna be wonderful visitors. So, you just think of this place as your own home, away from your home, and relax. You should be tired of such a long day. I know it's a bit early, but why don't we have dinner, then call it a night? We've got plenty of food for you all, so I hope you brought your appetites. Alright. Let's see what we got. Give me some yummy food. We don't get to see it. Dang. It's fine. They would have had to, like, make the things. It would have been super flutious. You're free to spend the evening as you like in the community center. And get some fruit snacks of my own, actually. Yeah. But remember that tomorrow the program will be officially kicking off. Okay. So I can just do what I want until I want to progress the story. That's cool. Don't stay up too late or you might oversleep. Like me today. Some rest in your room in the back. This is the boys' restroom. This is the girls' restroom. This restroom can be used by anybody. Hi. Welcome to your Paldean student. We provide essential services to visitors here in the Kitakami Community Center. If you open your bag and whatnot while you've been here, you might have noticed that the theme of the upper and lower borders of your screen and some menus now changed, depending on your location. You want to change the settings from the upper lower borders in the menu? Leave the master location. Okay. Now I gotta see, I didn't notice that. This bag. That's cool, I like that. I like that they gave you the option to push that back. A very weird thing, but cool. Okay. What is this? Looks like a conference room. I'll be using this. The food here seems really healthy, but it was also still really tasty, too. It's always weird when the first, like, response to eating something is, wow, this is healthy. No. Let me run around in the world. Probably best not to wander alone at night in an unfamiliar place. So why give me the option to do what I want? Did you enjoy it? Sure. Okay. Alright, so they were just like, we want to give you control between cutscenes. Yada yada yada. Blech. Oh, it heals. That's nice. Oh, there they are! The bastards! Morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? Starting today, you'll be joined by our 2 students from the Blueberry Academy. Come on, kids, time to introduce yourselves. Hi, I'm Carmine, and I didn't try to pressure a student to be my underling yesterday. It's a pleasure to meet all you outsiders, I mean visitors from Paldea, hee. And here's a baby boy, I'm Karen. Oh, I love him, he's so precious. Carmine and Karen actually grew up here, so ask them for help if you need. I don't think Carmen's gonna be super helpful until she gets an attitude change. Or until she finds someone she resonates with. And you had better be of real help, do you hear me? How did they get picked for this if they were apparently a little delinquenty? Aye aye. Right. Now that's settled, why don't I tell you all a bit about what we have planned for you. This school trip of yours will be an exercise in orienteering? Oh. First we'll have you split into pairs, then each pair will be tasked to find 3 signboards located in and around the land of Kitakame. Yeah, there's 6 of us, so that would make sense. On each signboard, you'll find snippets of an old folk tale passed down here in Kitakame. Read them and learn a bit about our home. To prove you completed the task, we ask that you each pair take a snapshot in front of these signboards with your phones or cameras. Oh, the selfie mode, yeah! And they get like an upgrade to it or something. Take a photo together in front of each of the 3 signboards to complete your mission. The self-guided tour of Kitakami, and all about its rich history. Much more fun than sitting around and listening to me ramble on and on, eh? Wonderful. What an innovative idea for a group activity. Oh, and I've got a gift. I've got a gift for each of you. Pokeballs? Roto stick. That's what the improvement is. It's like farther out. A stick to rest a Rotom phone on. It allows you to take selfies from a little bit farther away than you could on your own. See, this I like. When games acknowledge the evolving, like, technology of the time. And, like, they just adopt these things. Don't, like, be weird about it. Don't be like, oh my god, everybody's on their phones. It's like, no. Give me a selfie stick. And treat it as like an interesting thing. Like, be fun about it. Press the X button in selfie mode to use the roto stick. It adds some distance between your camera, making it easier to take photos of your friends and Pokemon. Yeah. I hear these things are all the rage in the big cities. Use them until you take photos. I'll even teach you a rad pose I came up with on my own. Yes! You learn the Eureka emote from the caretaker. Yes, real Brad. Leave him alone, Briar. He's hip with the times. Remember that one of the goals of this trip is to deepen the ties between our 2 schools. which is why we only have 2 from Blueberry and 4 from ours, meaning 2 people are not going to interact with Blueberry very much. It's like having someone who knows the area well would be a big help. That being said, try to maximize the number of inter-school pairings, okay? Time to mingle. Meaning you're definitely isolating the poor Blueberry people from each other. Yeah? I feel threatened. I don't feel safe. Carmen's gonna come kick my ass again. Or try to. Talk to kids from their school. Okay. Or the Carmen first. Aw, man. Okay. Well, that really deepened my tie. You're Miss Summer, or whatever, right? Let me guess. You want to pair up with one of us. You want to pair up with one of us, or lonely Blueberry students. I mean, they told us to, so I might as well introduce myself. Sure. Gosh, that's so sweet of you to go out of your way like that. What would we ever do without you? He sucks. Oh yeah, my little brother. Oh, my little brother here has been all googly-eyed over you since yesterday. Leave him alone. He's just a baby boy. He won't stop talking about you, even at home. I seriously gonna. Oh, you're outing this poor boy as a simp. He has no shot. Seriously couldn't get him to shut up. Sis, what you're telling him? That poor dummy? He's gonna kill her. Hey, why should you call dummy if you know it's good for you? Oh man, oh this poor boy. This poor... No! Leave him alone. Oh, you're gonna give him a villain art, girl. Look at him being all he's so wet and pathetic. Look at him. See, my brother's no good at talking to people. He'd probably never work up the nerve to ask you himself, but he'd really like to battle with you. Sure. I'd be down for that. Well, what do you know? Turns out you're sort of nice. This will make my brother really happy. Chin up, Geeky. Miss Emma says he'll battle you. Huh? Wow, you don't mind? I mean, I'm here to battle Pokemons. Doesn't mind a bit. Get to your positions, you two. Everybody else clear out. Get the fuck out of the way. You do have this, Kieran. I'm still gonna kick your ass, but you got this. Oh, he looks so happy. If anything happens to this boy, I'm killing everyone here. Yeah, let's go! Let's go, Kieran! I believe in you! Okay, so this will be good. I got Brutus coming out first. Yeah, this is gonna be a real quick, close combat. Wowzers, I can't believe this. I gotta battle you? This is awesome! Oh. You're gonna get steamrolled, but I'm really excited that you're excited for this. You found the expert belt. I don't know what frisk means. I forget if frisk actually takes anything, or just, like, fiddles with it. But yeah, this will be a real quick fight. I wonder what his second Pokemon is. Ugh, yeah. It's got a lot of weaknesses. I mean, you picked a normal type, so you got, like, one weakness. Okay, so I gotta be real careful switching this time. Alright. Yanma, which is bug and flying, so let's do Kranciska. I think it's bug and flying. Either way, the fairy move will be good regardless, so. He's so baby. How powerful is he? Okay, he's on par with his sister. Oh, she's so hyped for him! Let's go! Let's do Dragon Pulse. Just to lengthen it out. You got this, Yanma. Buzz those wings. Oh, it's fast. Bug buzz. Okay, not too bad. Alright, and let's do Dazzling Gleam, just for fun. Let's go. I defeated Pokemon Trainer Kieran. Oh. Wowzers. Oh. Just let him say fuck once. Just let him. As a treat. Good show. Nicely done, kids. Nothing like a friendly battle to get to know someone. Wow, you're sure strong, Miss Emma. You really aren't half bad, Kiki's. Nearly as strong as I am, you know. I smushed those together. You really aren't half bad. Kiki's nearly as strong as I am, you know. I mean, he had one less Pokemon, but that's, yeah, pretty strong. I don't know about that. This orienteering thing, we're supposed to group into pairs, right? You should go up and pair with Kiki then. Yay! I get to hang out with the baby. Sweet baby boy. What? No, sis, don't. Don't what? It's not like we can pair up. Or were you hoping to pair up with some other rando outsider instead? Well, no, but oh man. Sister out there outing him as a simp. Don't worry, he's just being shy. I'll go find some chump to pair up with too. Watch out for my little bro, you? She's fun. I do like her. She's an ass, but she's fun. Looks like you're all paired up. Go ahead and mark where you'll be going on those Rotom phones of yours. Will he be like following me around? That'll be interesting. Now then, off you go to do some exploring. Oh, and if you find yourself in need of any Pokemon potions or Pokeballs or the like, head over to That-A-Way and stop by Peachy's. They'd be happy to set you right. So it looks like we should probably start with the signboard at Loyalty Plaza. It's up past the apple orchards on the west side of the village. It's close by. I figured it might make sense. You know, visit them all in order. Probably get in your way if— No, you can hang out with me. I'll follow from a safe distance. Oh, buddy. Oh. This is not a partner project. You're just stalking me at that point. How do I find him? Let me track that bitch down. Where are you at, Kieran? Let me see him poking around a corner. That'd be really delightful. Let's see if those two got paired up. Alright. Let me check my phone real quick. I thought I got a message. No trash collections tomorrow. Fun. Okay. Alright, let's look at the map real quick. We're in town here. There's a poison thing here. Where's Loyalty Plaza? Oh, other side of town. Oh, so he wasn't, like, getting away from me. He was heading in the direction. Okay. Let's start heading out. I swallowed wrong. I'm dying. Oh, I'm suffering. Okay. Let's check out town a little bit. See what's to offer. Ah, there we go. Finally. This is fun. This little waterfall. You swimmy. I think the movement's weird. Oh, someone over here. User unleashes his grudge on the moves. The hell? Wait, what was that? Spite. I'm not familiar with that move. so blue. Well, it's easier, so much easier to navigate on this boy. Wasn't there grass here earlier? Am I losing my mind? There was stuff in these rice paddies, not just empty. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Okay. Here. Are there people up there? Let me see. Oh ho ho. Oh, Pichu? Pichu! Hi, bud. Let me talk to these folk here. They look like they want to battle. Ekans! Ekin. Me. Just seeing it hanging out in the world, that's very cool. Hi, Ekans. What's up with you? Intimidate this tiny snake. And intimidates me in turn. I don't think it's resistant to water. Well, stab does wonders. What the hell is that over there? Oh, this thing. I've run into that before. Let's do drill runs. We're not dealing with stab. Damn, even with the reduce intimidate. Oh crap. It's gonna die. He's like, ground isn't super effective. It is. Definitely super effective. Well, we'll catch one later. Centret, of course. Ooh, apples. Apple. There's a lot of stuff around here. My goodness. Bellsprout vine. Oh, Bellsprout. Hi, friend. Oh, hi, dog. Yeah, I'll kill. Let's just do Raging Bolt. Let me just like flatten this thing. Boom goes the dynamite. Bellsprout. What is that over there? Grass, so I think ground will be good to not kill it. Great, okay. Yeah. Ouchie! Master... Why are you offering Master Ball? This was a weird delay. It always spooks me a little. Oh, crit capture. Hell yeah! My Twitch stats have not updated at all this stream. Don't know why. Pichu. Alright, let's see. Oh, it was a rock. That's what I saw. Hi, Centret. You evolve into Furret, don't you? Okay, let's see what won't kill this thing. The drill run? It's not stab. Okay, so it will kill it. Whoopsie. Oh, a little applin thing. Hey there. Hey. Oh, I would kill for some freshly pressed apple cider right now. What is that? good, Starly? T-posing? Having fun? He's having a good time. Uchiana... Wonder... I bet whatever evolves Striplin is in one of these fields. Because I picked up in Sweet Apple, which is for Appleton, and I think Sour Apple is for the other thing. I'm assuming over there, the little Applin. The question is, what type will it be? That's an Applin if I ever saw. Powerful Applin. Ooh. What tear are we gonna be? Bug? Bug, okay. This thing does not have many moves, but one of them is actually Ghost, which is bad. Switch real quick. Let me tear last eyes real fast. That Astonish is gonna be annoying. Granted, it won't kill, but it'll be annoying. They got Astonish, and they have like a bug move, and I think that's it. They have 2 moves. Yeah. The Bug Terra is fun. Catch it just kind of because. I won't use it, but it'd be interesting, because I think the evolution's still gonna be Grass. Dragon. I don't know why they changed it to Bug Dragon all of a sudden. Granted, that'd be cool, but... It left something? Send to the boxes. What'd you leave behind? Bellsprout Vines. That's a choice. Apple and Juices. Sunny Day. I've never picked that up, apparently. Spinnerack. Let's see. Apples. Love them. You have an Applin too? Or another grass type? I love them raw. I love them cooked. I love them even in battle. What do you got for me? You're challenged by Minami, the festival girl. When do I get a robe? Yep, Applin. It's a nice, quick bitter blade. 2 Pokemon. 2 Applins. An Applin fainted. And another Applin. Nope, we're gonna get the same thing. I could have sent out Auntie Gaga, but eh. There's Smog. Oh, Bitter Blade's not super effective. Interesting. What was Shadow Claw then? Interesting. Ouch. And let's do Clear Smog for the fun. All stat changes were eliminated, and along with the stat change of it being alive, you defeated Minami, the festival girl. Aw, boo-hoo. Whatever will you do? What did I miss back here? You. Centrate here. I don't know if it's working or not. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I haven't run into any sour apples, which surprises me. There's someone back here I didn't fight. Let me see. Hey there. Hey. What's up? You've got to greet a person properly if you want to have a pleasant battle. Now let's go. I think there was people with orange text back there too I want to chat with. Bellsprout, yeah, you have seconds to live. love seeing the people working in the background. It's a very cool touch. I defeated the festival boy. Nothing like the warm glow of good sportsmanship. Nothing like the warm glow of money being put my way. Am I right, fellas? Yep, ooh, Lepa Berry. Where are the orange duo? There you are. Guessing you're just using Pokemon in the area. Who hasn't led? That's Auntie Gaga. Green, you may just have more bugs, so that might be a bad choice, but we'll see. Thank you for the follow, Chris Aspie TV. If I pronounced that wrong, do let me know, but thanks for the follow. How is your day going? I hope that you are, if you are playing the DLC as well, I hope you're enjoying it, but thanks for hanging out. Oh ho ho? Okay. I didn't expect a cutscene. What's with this haircut over there on the boy? Oh, the positive energy is positively flowing. Just love to buy up all this Kitakami air. Oh no, you're capitalist, aren't you? That's my dearest Onair. Even while out in the boonies, your idea is still purely metropolitan. I do appreciate your willingness to speak the truth. This guy's name is definitely Billy. Oh god, so my dearest Onair. Ever shall we waste our time and our money today? What? Who are these characters? Oh god, that jumpsuit is like giving cheetah print. How indeed. Are we gonna battle? Billy, look. A commoner. They're staring at us. Yeah, a commoner. I'm right here. I am a child. Why, yes, your eyes do not deceive you. There is almost certainly a commoner. As I live and breathe, a commoner, a living. What in God's name is going on? Whatever are we to do, Billy? Is it bad manners to act to shake their hand? Is it acceptable to ask for an Whoa. Oh, I'm dying. I'm being killed by the bourgeoisie. Collect yourself, my dear Onair. No need to rush. Look, this commoner isn't going anywhere. My apologies. It's not every day I come face to face with a commoner, you see. Naturally, you're the president of Paldea Realty. Oh god, they're real estate people. Oh, they got a TV show somewhere, I bet. Oh no. That just sharply put these people in perspective. Excuse me? Yes, you. Why aren't you wearing shoes? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a duel with your book? At the very least, they're not gonna have bug type. If you can defeat me, I will grant you riches beyond your wildest imagination. There it is, Onair's favorite pastime. Throwing the common folk a bone. What is this face? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Oh ho, please come see me once you're ready, dear commoner. I'm just gonna save to avoid that cutscene again. God. You know, I bet she has an Espathra of her own. I feel like that would not be surprising. Oh, maybe it's a double battle. Please be double battle. I, Onair, the president of Paldea Realty, will crush you, commoner. I like your glasses. Let me buy your oh, it's not a... Dang it. I was hoping for a double battle. Fee. Go get him. Billy, you're an interesting referee. Luxury bars, of course. By Onair of the Glitterati. Okay. I wonder if we'll find more of them out here. Yeah, that tracks. Guessing Brutus out there would have been good. I bet she likes my shiny team. Lumina Crush. Oh, 65. Christ. Oh, that thing's gonna have a dark move, ain't it? Yeah! Let's go! Ooh! Damn! That was violent. I defeated Onair of the Glitterati violently. So, this is the power of the common folk. This bitch looked at my shiny Espathra and went, ah, commoner. Oh. I hope they're rebattleable. That's a lot of money. You're really something. A commoner, a cut above the rest. Fufua. Not even defeat can eclipse your beauty, Onair. Interesting. Now listen to me, commoner. The most important thing about money is how you use it. Spend that reward on something meaningful, an investment in yourself. That way, you'll continue to sparkle, even when your money is gone. Are you eclipsing Billy? Come now, Billy, dear. I think I'd like to go see that waterfall in Paldea. Interesting. There's that one waterfall where the fish is. Is that what she means? We've only just arrived in Kitakami, yet now we're returning home. You really are an exemplary glitterati. Can I buy a jumpsuit? Would love to. It could be very fun. Please give me any clothing. Well, that was unique. Much hype for a one battle kind of one move kind of battle. Even super effective. It just crushed it. I got a target apple. Okay. We are getting things for the other evolution for Applin. Oh, they respawned immediately. Applin juice. That's frightening. Let me go back and heal up real quick, and then we'll start going. So I'm not dealing with like, oh man, my PP's getting low. Jeez, there's so many apples around here. So many things to pick up, so many things to take. I love all these items. I love free things. Now, where was the Poke Center? Hey, Miss Briar. Take a load of this big boy. Alright, heal up, please. It's a Poke Center. I would love to heal. Alright, takes a second. Yeah. Alright. Should be healed up. Oh, back whenever need. Thank you. Alright, now let's actually do the plot. Enough footing around. Go see where the baby boy went. Oh wait. Hold on a second. You gotta get into the little apple patch. Can I... phone mode. Press the down to take a selfie. Press the down button to change emotes. You can play music? Oh, that's fun. And photographs taken by the camera are saved to your Switch. You can view your phone. Yeah. What did I just do? Switch it around. The X button? Oh, this is Eureka. Alright, let's, yeah. Alright. We'll have to get somebody else to take a photo then. Alright, I don't know if there's any other battlers around here. There probably is. I feel like the sets of threes always makes sense. Oh, you pick up over there. Ah, these orchards make me very nostalgic. It reminds me of the town I grew up in. Didn't go to very many cider pressings, but they were always fun to attend when I got to. God, snakes are long. Up a berry. Wanna know how to get Rippling? I'm assuming it's a new type of apple, but I don't know what the apple is. Or if it'll be like... I'm assuming it's something you can pick up only here. Actually, let me check. That's boxes. That's not bag. Would be in here. I think. Okay, apple section. We have sweet apple and tart apple. So yeah, we don't have whatever the new thing is. You will have something, and we'll find out. This way, you'll find Witty Plaza, but we should have a battle before you head in. Okay. I like your hair. Ooh, Kaya the Delinquent. Ooh, okay. So these are the delinquent outfits. Luciana. I have a fairy move. This could be risky. Oh. Okay, didn't kill. It's only Pucciana. Okay. Thank God. Anything else? C-Dot. It's the little acorn? Switch to freaking... What do you got? Oh, it's just a little guy. Oh, that means the rest of the line's gonna be in here. That'll be fun. I think it's pure grass. Yeah. We are good. And I have defeated her. I get the money. And I'm ready to head in. Okay. I'm already. Let me actually heal real quick. I think Auntie Gaga's a little roughed up. Some soda pop. Kieran should be around here. Wherever he has gone. He ran ahead, so. Wait. Leave me alone. You a fighter? Wrote him phone. Okay. Give you a chat, I guess. Another damn cutscene. Hey, I'm a traveling app developer. Oh god, I see you got a Rotom phone. Here, let me add a snazzy new feature. That'd be so scary if in real life and you're walking around and someone gets too close to you and you're like, I see you have a phone. I'm going to put things onto it. The Rotom phone has been upgraded. Match your phone case. The upper and lower frames of a compatible apps can be set to match the design. Ooh. Technology really is incredible. Let's see. That is cool. Oh, I do like that. That is cool. Okay, that's fun. That's nice. That should have been in base game and shouldn't be unlockable by a random NPC. Let's find Kieran. This looks like the plate to interact with, but where'd he go? Have you seen a boy? You seen a boy around here? I'm not talking to the Vulpix. I'm talking to the woman. Hi, welcome to Loyalty Plaza. This place used to be called Loyal 3 Park, but the name changed over time. Okay. Kieran? Oh, he's probably over there. Can I read this? Can. Kieran! That's the first signboard. Sorry. Did I start? I think I startled you. Somehow. God, I in real life have a very, like, unintentional skill of sneaking up and startling people. I'm not even, like, soft-footed. I guess I move very quietly and very suddenly sometimes. But I will just be existing and I will startle someone. Very funny. I did mention I'd hang back and follow you here. You ran in front of me, actually, buddy. We're supposed to be the signboard, right? Yeah. Oh, I already know the whole story, so go ahead. You should check it out. Alright. It's got a little fanny pack. Long, long ago, there was a fearsome ogre in the land of Kitakami. The ogre made its home in the mountain behind the village, frightening all who ventured there. Oh, it's like on like the sides of the screen. One day, the ogre came down from the mountain in a terrible rage, causing great fear in the village. By some stroke of luck, Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity all happened to be there as well. The three Pokemon laid their lives to fend off the ogre and send it back to the mountain. In admiration, the people of the village bestowed upon these brave trio the Loyal Three. Their remains were given a proper burial, and the statues of the three were erected above the site. Oh, damn. So they died. The Loyal Three monument is right over there. Don't you think the ogre in that folktale sounds kind of cool? It does sound interesting. I'm curious where this narrative is going, because the design's been in the promo art, so people know of it. The design of, I think it's like Ogre Pawn, is very reminiscent of the Skull Kid in the game Majora's Mask, which I imagine is probably based on some degree of folklore, or this game's design is based on that. And Skull Kid is possessed by the mask itself. And some other things I've seen as well really lead me to believe the idea that Ogerpon is either under the influence of something that's not great, and is causing it to act in ways that it doesn't want to, and or there is aspects of this narrative that has been carried on over time that erase some of the truth, which happens in any kind of myth, but this thing in theory is still around. So I don't really think there's anything wrong with Ogerpon. Also, I find it interesting that the Loyal Three, these heroes, I believe are all poison type, which is interesting from like a hero trio. I don't know necessarily if it's gonna be revealed that they're actually like, evil or something. But I do find it interesting that that's a thing, because typically grass versus poison, if you're dealing with those kind of dichotomies, the grass is the good side and the poison's the bad side. The fact that they died originally is also even more interesting. I'm curious where this tale is going to end up. But Kieran definitely seems to be more leaning towards the side of Ogerpon, and also the name Pawn implies like Pawn, which I don't believe that's how Ogerpon is spelled, but it does make you think that it's being used by something. Yeah, it does sound cool. Right, I knew you. He's so fresh. I love him so much. I knew you get it, Miss Emma. Look at his little look at his little face and his little smile. Oh, I need to draw art of this little boy. He's so precious. He was up against all three whole opponents at once, battling it all up by itself. Wowzer, it's so cool. But I guess most people would think it's just like an ogre. Like, that is scary, huh? I don't think there's any reason to be afraid. Well, we'll find out. When I was little, I went up into the mountains so many times at night, all my own, and I never once met that ogre. The only scary things that happened was the grown-ups giving me a real earful about it. I mean, just in general, just going out at night on your own, ignoring this concept of like a scary ogre story, there's just people sometimes up there that might not have the best intentions. So, we're supposed to take a photo in front of that signboard, right? I don't have a smartphone. Could you? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a photo. Aww. He's... Oh, we gotta give him some confidence. We gotta get him to do the full little, like, victory fingers. Oh, he's so baby. It turned out great. You're even good at taking photos. You wanna try? No, yeah. It's okay. I didn't mean... Maybe next time. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna build confidence in you, buddy. You know, I didn't want to come... I don't have to come do this whole trip thing, but, well... It might actually be kind of fun. Let me put my glasses on real quick. There we go. Now I can... Gonna be out in nature in my hometown and talk to you, Miss Summer. Hey, if you want, maybe we could set up a picnic? Would you like us? Yeah! Yeah! Let's get lunch. God, this bitch is obsessed with sandwiches. He's like, yes. My god, food. Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, don't get too spooked. What is that thing? Some kind of kaiju? Kaiju is a concept in this world. Interesting. This is my ride. It's called Koraidon. I don't think Koraidon liked being called a ride. It's called Koraidon, and you ride on it? I mean, if you were following me, you definitely saw it. Haven't they seen another Pokemon like this? It seriously comes out whenever it hears the word sandwich? Yeah, he's a hungry bitch. He loves his Sammies. Oh, he wants sandwich. Oh, damn, you said the word. It's like the video that's like the people who had to spell treats because their dog would be like, I know what the word means, if you spell it, I don't know. Never thought actually to me such an awesome Pokemon. This is so cool! This is so cool. Other people acknowledging the legendary. That's very cool. In like a normal way, they're not just like, my god, it's Pokemon Jesus. They're just like, the fuck is that? That's cool. Why are you so strong, Miss Emma? You're special. So, the next, we should go find the next signboard. It's on the grounds of the Kitakami Hall. The Kitakami Hall is, well, double back into town from here, and there's a bridge across, and from there, you need to climb up the mountainside. I'll head back for now and meet you there. We need sandwiches! We need to have our picnic. Ah, God. Oh, poor guy. Oh, is something behind you? No, it's a side thing. Take a sign selfie next to the signboard. Let's go see this other thing, though. Is that a freaking battle over here? No, it's just a guy with a spine up. What is over there? Oh, it's like trash. This is a memorial site. Let me read it first. Let me read it. Loyal 3 Monument. Long ago, these 3 courageous Pokemon protected Mosu Town from destruction. They defeated the ogre that had come to attack the village at the cost of their lives. Their remains were laid to rest at the people's respect below these very statues. Aww. Oh, they got little outfits on. They got a little hat and a little scarf and a little shawl. Aww. I'm hoping the narrative is ultimately like neither sides were bad. It was more just like a weird conflict. I mean, a territorial thing, which would make sense. Toxic. I've never picked up an HM for it, apparently. Alright, gotta double back through town. Ah, the beautiful countryside. We go through town. Alright, I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to this next monument. And then take like a 30-minute break, have a bit of food, You little... Oh! Hisuian? Growlithe? Really? Oh, this is the... Oh, this is the girl who's, like, obviously the descendant of someone. Let me save real quick. Glad I spotted you. I was gonna miss you. Didn't spot you like that. What's up? Whoa! Where'd you come from? I didn't even notice you there. Anyway, you are... Wait, nope. Don't say a thing. I want to guess first. You're one of the students who came here from the Paldea region on a school trip. She's very cute. There's gonna be a lot of women-loving women who like her. Bingo! It's a small town, you know. These tends to spread pretty fast. The name's Perrin. That's a fun name, by the way. I'm a traveler with a bit of a thing for photography. This is my bud Growlithe. Doesn't the little horn on his head make it the cutest? Oh. Hey, might sound a bit weird, but would it be alright if I took your photo? Yeah, sure. Go for it. Would you like me to post with a Pokemon? Just like that, huh? You're always this open with total strangers? I'm kinda worried about you, kiddo. It's fine. Anyway, let me snap that photo. Snap, snap. You got a unique vibe, you know. I like it. It's a bit different from what I'm used to. I'm gonna make this town my home base for a little while. You focus on wrapping up whatever you got going on for now? Comes to me after, I don't know, registering 150 Pokemon in the Kitakami Pokedex or something. Okay. It's a bit odd, but... How many have I caught? I've gotten a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What do I actually have? Did she say caught or just registered? Catching. Okay, so I gotta catch, like, more. Just catch more. Interesting. So the town's gonna kind of change as you complete tasks. Oh! How are you guys doing? Let's do this outside. I mean, totally ordinary guy. Nice to meet you, Carmine. Apples in nature. Welcome to Misui Town. We're known for our apples and for the natural beauty around us. Okay, I think this is where we need to go. So humid up this hill. You good? Kitakami is just up this hill. Well, I guess it's more of a mountain, but whatever you call it, it's uphill from here. Thank you for the heads up, my guy. But yeah, I think we'll complete this next leg of the narrative, and then I will take a quick break. Just kind of refresh before we keep going. City kids, yeah, city kids. What are you wearing? I don't know what you're wearing. I feel like you might have poison types with you, so I will bring out Brutus. I think it's safe bet either way. I don't know what you're wearing, but a soft little city kid like you can't even climb this mighty mountain, eh? Maybe I can't, but my lizard certainly can. Oh, it's a... Not Mabostiff, but it's the pre-evolution. Houndour. Well, I picked the right one regardless. You've got little rough pups. What else you got? You got more than one Pokemon? You got two. Raging Bull. It like a truck. Alright, what else you got? Ponard. Dark Steel. So... just Breakin is gonna be good. We'll see. I forget Forget if Dark is good against Ghost or not. I know if Ghost is good against Ghost. I think Dark is probably good against Ghost, so we'll just see how this goes. Oh, it's so small. Yeah, Bitter Blade. Angle is odd. Oh, I can move it, right. It's really tucked in. Hell yeah. Aw, poor Sap. I take it all back, forgive me. Oh, it says squirrel. Like these hills. Oh, we still got Rock Rough. These little hills. Cricketoon! Have we dealt with a Cricketoon yet? I forget. They get you, bud. Find out real fast if I've dealt with you before or not. 60 level Cricketoon. Okay, so we have dealt with this. Oh, Petalil. What's up, bud? Have I dealt with you before? I don't know. Let's see. Own tempo. Interesting. We have. Okay. Let me do... I guess Cloak Combat will just end it, so... Yeah. Alright. Oh, crap. I'll probably just run from this thing. I don't want to really deal with it. Or I'll just flatten it. It's a very powerful Pokemon. It's very nice to just one-shot things I don't want to deal with. Where's the road? Oh, someone's up there. Hello. Get distracted every 5 seconds. Get off the frickin' mountain. Thank you. Let's see, got a Cricketoon here. This air would be annoying to deal with if it didn't... Vulpix! Hi, Vulpix. Did I get tackled by a Cricketoon? Why? No, the Vulpix is gonna despawn. We're good, we're good. Just gotta catch it. There we go. Carefully maneuver around the Scarlet. Alright. And if I just... everything I have will kill it. Let's do Quick Ball. Wherever it is. Snatch it. Yeah. Gotta get that Vulpix. Gotta get that Ninetales. Oh, it adjusts to the phone as well. That's a cool touch. Am I looking to getting a different one as well? I've got like the Arceus one, I think. Let me see. Turquoise Ghost, Arc Phone. Let's see what the Arc Phone looks like. I like that they're incorporating those in more. It's a very nice touch. What did I run into? Oh, I could have seen that. I just didn't turn the camera around. 60 level. I think Drill and Run should take it out. Or just get it close. Yep, that's enough. Sorry, Sentret. You've been flattened. Okay. Let's get back on the road. Got a Stantler. I don't know if I've caught a Stantler. Have I dealt with one at all? No harm in checking. The normal type, I think. The question is just, does weird deer exist? Okay, so I've dealt with them before. Alright, kill! Doesn't kill. Sealed any moves it shared. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run over you again, so hold on. Wild Stantler fainted. 3 level ups. Nice. Let's use light screen. Probably not, but let me just see what we got. Discharge, Dragon Pulse, Dazzling Gleam. Let's get rid of that. I don't really care. It's fine. I'm just bad at predicting what, like, types of moves people use. Flap, flap, flap. Okay, so... using flying type, I imagine, because you're just talking about birds. Let me catch this fur real quick, though, for the deck. Oh, it's so cute. That's what Dragon Pulse does. Ow. Yes, okay, perfect. Look to the ball. Is that a Pokeball in the background? Might have been seeing something I wasn't. I wonder what Perrin has. Oh, the person with the Pokeball. I didn't know Furt has green eyes. That's so cute. Alright, child. Let's see what your flap flaps are. I'm looking for a Pokemon that drop. I'm looking for a Pokemon that drop flaps? What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Boy, it's a very weird statement. Okay, I've been effectively bamboozled. Tricked even. Oh god. Let's just do Dazzling Dragon Pulse. Oh. Maybe it'll just kill. Okay. Take that. Is it? Okay. I don't know why you're saying flap. What a flop. Poor child. I see a gold Pokemon. Oh. There we go. What's over here? Swinub! Oh, Vulpix. Let's just stick on Francisca. What do you have to offer? Maybe it's ice. That'd be interesting. Kinda hoping it's ice. Interesting. Fairy Terra. That is not what I would have expected, but it's an interesting kind of illusion. Guess let's just do Discharge. Oh. Great, sleep, that's fun. I'm knocked out. I guess let's just full heal, just to not have to deal with that. Got awakened, so let's use it. What will you do now, Vulpix? Baby doll eyes. That's a defensive? Oh, an attacking thing. Great, I'm a special attacker. Oh, this is gonna be annoying, ain't it? I'm gonna have to battle through the hypnosis because she's just gonna keep laying it down for no reason than to make my life annoying. And keep using baby doll eyes. I don't use it. Should break the Terra? Yeah. Oh, poor Vulpix. Let's use the Ultra Ball. Alright. It's a fun one. I don't know if I'll evolve that one, but that's a fun option. Ooh, the border is very quaint. It's a lot more, like... proper's not the right word, but it's a lot more... aesthetically... pleasing? Oh, the C-Dot! What do I have out? It's an ice type, right? Let's discharge and see what happens. It doesn't affect... Oh, is it ground type? Fuck. Dragon Pulse? Hit it hard. Yeah, okay. Food, 2. Yeah. And C-Dot, we'll get it later. Already fought it. There's bamboo everywhere. That's something the other day that was like, here's how we cook bamboo. We realized it was something that people ate. But it makes sense. Oh, look at all the mushroom. Ah, beautiful hood. God, she's gonna kill them all. That was not intentional. Ah, Nuzleaf. I wanna fight you. What's up, bud? You have your nipples still? I can't tell. I'll have to catch you and figure it out. Sucker Punch. It lived. You're coming with me, bitch. Will catch? Hi, kitty. You want to play the Pokemon game? You don't normally come and bother me when I'm in the middle of stream. What's up? What's up, kitten? I'll poke your butt. You want attention, kitty? You want to be loved? Kitty's like, you're streaming too long for my liking. I'm gonna come bother you now. Yeah? What's wrong? What's up, bud? Oh, what's up, kitty? You stretching on me? What's wrong? What's wrong, Kimpton? You're like, you're not paying enough attention to me. I got fed 20 minutes ago and I'm starving again. Woe is me, what am I to do? Alright, she's fucked off for her bed. I will name this one just Nuzlocke. Just to honor the ancestor. The original Nuzlocke. No, send to the boxes. It still has his nipples! Let's go! What tackled him? Oh! Hey! Let me just throw a quick ball at it. Whatcha, guys? The first new Pokemon from the region. I didn't even know it was over here. Oh, there's one in the distance. I don't know what version I have. I can claim a reward. Supposedly the regrets of a tea ceremony master who died before perfecting his craft lingered in some matcha, making him a Pokemon. Oh, I have a counterfeit one. Okay. I will not give it a name. I'm good. So it does look like it's the baby form. Well, I guess we fought it earlier, so that already kind of proves that. I can claim a reward. Let me do that. Down here. I have a Quick Claw? Razor Fang. Interesting. Okay. Let me switch in... I'll use Shiny Tim in a minute. Let me change. What you do? Maybe you have a grass type. Takama Hall is bursting full of fun things to check out. That Petalil was a bit confused. Ooh, she looks stern. That's her hairstyle. Cheesy. Izun. Okay, Vulpix, I can just throw a Rocket Bat. Yeah, Power Gem. That's all this girl has, so she's just gonna go down right here. I kind of forgot how powerful these Pokemon get when you train them up properly. Festival of Masks is at Kami Hall too. I wonder if we'll get a mask. Ooh, what's this? Water type. Ferret! I imagine we won't get raids for the Kitakame Pokédex in the main area. I imagine it will just be reserved for here. Seedot? Let me just catch Seedot so it's out of the way. Not have to worry about this thing later. Yeah, just throw a quick ball real quick. As the kids say. Quick. Yeah! Gotta do the fight on the left side once I get out of this cutscene. Which I could just throw Pokeballs like an RCS. Be very convenient. I need to catch a Swinub, but I can do that later. What's up, homie? What are you delivering? I'm on my way to Kitakame Hall to make a delivery. How about you join me for a battle? You're challenged by Tomo, the courier. The courier sent out Squawkabilly. I constantly forgot that Pokemon was around. Well, I have insane special attack, so I should be perfectly fine. Yeah, I just shred this thing. Hopefully this guy doesn't have to fly anywhere later. These Pokemon are gonna be a little bruised up. There's Squawkabilly. No, don't switch it. We're fine. Does he have one of each color? He might. Get a Power Gem for the road. One more. Oh, Staravia. That should still be fine. Back up. We were really close in. I didn't have any excuse of being backed up against a wall this time. We're just really awkwardly close. And Power Gem. One more! Show it your ass! Alright, Tomo the courier. You're a tough one, alright. Hell yeah, I am. I'm tough as hell. It's so funny how long I took training, how long it took to get... I caught one of you? If not, I can get them later. The amount of time it took to just spawn the shinies was so long. And then it took like 30 minutes to train them up. Just when you have the proper gear with you. A strong lead Pokemon to shred through Blissey. It's so funny how quick that process was. You battlers, Yeah, I'd love to take a break. Are you hungry? I can share with you if you'd like. That'd be great. Apple, tofu, and rice. Cool. Tofu, rice, and wasabi as well. Eat a nice sandwich outdoors in Kitakame really is something special. How are you feeling? You can take a rest if you'd like. I would love to. Thank you so much. 3 widows making company. Come by again whenever you want. Talk to this guy. I want to learn about your chairs. Hey, one of the students from Paldea. See, I happen to make chairs in my free time. You look like someone who makes chairs in their free time. I love you. I'm a bit stuck on what design to use for some nice picnic chairs. Can I help you? Maybe you could show me any tablecloths you got on you? Yeah. I've got a cute one. I see. So these are the kind of designs people in Paldea like, huh? I'm going to try to make some new chairs using designs you showed me. And ooh, here I go. My work here is done, and allow me to share the fruits of my labor with you in thanks. Oh hell yeah! With the handmade chairs and your bag's picnic. If you happen upon any new tablecloths, don't forget to show me. I will. I love just things like, I make chairs. Oh, that's not Conkeldor, that's the pre-evolution of Conkeldor, which is a fighting ground type. What is good against fighting? It's psychic, mind over matter. I think fighting is super effective against dark or something. I forget. Soon. Welcome to Kitakami Hall, long before the big festival starts again. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, they got the Growlithe. Hi, bud. Kitakami Hall. Chimecho! Yay! I love Chimecho. Such a cute Pokemon. Oh, they got booths out already. Please, somebody can buy. Let me buy your clothing. I beg of you. What are you doing over there? Almost done. Oh, someone's over here. Rare candy. That's fun. And what are you selling? Oh, is it like a... is it like a fishing booth? Ah, that'd be so fun. I'm sure there's a lot of work. I'm ready to earn some cash. What are you guys selling? Let me see your wares. What's up here? Oh, this Snorlax is passed out. Did you know about Snorlax? I don't know. Snorlax is known as the sleeping Pokemon. Pretty clear where that category comes from. Yes, you do not use the Pokemon Sleep app. You are very well aware that he's sleepy Eevee Pokemon. I used that app for a couple weeks. It's cute. It ended up not really being for me. It like became like an additional stressor to my sleeping life. And like at first it gave me like a bit more structure to my sleep, but then it became a problem. I had to stop playing because it was starting to become a bit... It didn't become a problem, but if I didn't stop trying to use it, it was going to become a problem. Ready? We've got some fun... We've got a real fun game with the... Bleh, I can't read. We've got a real fun game in the works for you. Come by once the Festival of Mass starts. Yeah. Oh. Who are these two? Is that the caretaker? Hey, welcome to Kitakami Hall. We're glad to have you here. Relax and enjoy yourself. I mean, there's not really much to do right now. That's the sign, though. That's where, in theory, Kieran is. Deep ball. Funny because we're repeating this. Alright, Kieran, where you at? That's the second signboard. It's tricky to find, huh? Sorry, I'm following at a distance, so I hope you can get used to me showing up like this. It's fine. It's fine. Now then, let's read the sign. I like the music they're playing. The ogre possessed 4 mysterious glimmering masks. Okay, so the other masks... not to talk about spoilers too much, there have been designs for Ochre Pond that have been showcased in leaks that did showcase other masks besides the one in the box. So I'm fascinated that they're already talking about it. It is said that depending on the mask the ogre donned, powers of its cudgel would change. I think cudgel's like a type of weapon. When wearing the teal mask, it could bring life back into withered green around it. It's a grass type. When wearing the crimson mask, it could turn a candle's flame into a raging inferno. Fire type. When wearing the blue mask, it could stop the very flow of a river. Water. When wearing the ashen gray mask, it could easily break the hardest stone in two. I'm assuming rock type? Maybe fighting, but probably rock. Before the loyal three fell, they wrestled away 3 of the ogre's masks, greatly weakening it. Ooh. So each one has a mask. Did you read it? I did. The masks the loyal 3 stole are kept over at Kitakame Hall. Ooh, I want to see them. Everyone in town is scared of the ogre, but me, I really like it. He's a cool dude. It was strong and cool, and it didn't care that everyone shunned it. I've always wanted to be like that ever since I was a little kid. Oh, homeboy's projecting. Oh, that's probably gonna spell bad trouble for him. I want to be cool as the ogre. I'm worried. I have like my theories based on the trailers that have been shown. I guess not really spoiler because it's already been trailers. There's part 1 and part 2 of the DLC. From what I've seen, Carmen is in part 2. We haven't explicitly seen Kieran in part 2 though, which means either A, something is going to happen with him in this one that will prevent him from going back to school, because the part 2 is at Blueberry Academy, which is, they've confirmed it, that's where they attend school. Or B, there is an individual in the trailer for part 2 showcasing an individual who we don't know the identity of. They haven't shown anything besides someone wearing garb that is reflective of a student. It's unclear here it is. In theory, it could be Kieran. And if it is him, it's implying there's definitely been a shift in his personality. Which probably means it's gonna be a bit of a character degradation, which could be interesting, but I'm scared for my sweet boy. I don't know how this DLC is gonna end for him. But I hope at least by the end of both of these parts, he gets to be a good buddy of ours. That would be preferred. I'd be shocked if they ended up making him just like an asshole. I hope not. But he wants to be as cool as the ogre. My sis sort of ends up doing everything for me, even more at school. I want to try to get stronger, so I can do things for myself, you know? I'm gonna become someone people can rely on. Then just maybe I could be the ogre's friend. Oh, he's so good. Oh, wrong button. He's just a sweet boy. Oh, right, picture. We're supposed to take a picture. You can take the next one too, if you don't mind, Sama. Oh! The photos in this game are so cute. Phew. It was the right call to let you handle it, Sama. Now on to the next signboard. Where's it next? Oh, you know the mountain the stories say the ogre lives on? It's actually Oni Mountain. You can climb it from the stairs over there. If you wanted, we could go see the ogre's home. Folks call it the Dreaded Den. Yeah! I mean, you said it's not there, so no real risk in it. Yes! I really wanted you to see it for yourself, Miss Sema. So if you keep climbing up, you'll reach Infernal Pass. There's a sign before that. If you turn on that sign, you can get to the Dreaded Den. So I'll just head up then. Come along when you're ready, and be careful. Bye, friend. Okay, let me see if I can get into Kinikami Hall. I don't think so yet. Even be. This seems like the front doors. Is it? I don't know. How do I see the masks? So it's like a help desk, but no one's here right now. Oh, Blair. Where would it even be? This is like the only building around, so... Oh. The Pokemon types? Interesting. There's this extra symbol here, which is, I imagine, like a town symbol. Or something. I don't know. Alright. I'm going to save real quick. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, well, I'll end stream, can take a quick break. And then I'll be back in about 20 minutes, so at 4 p.m. PST, I'll be back with more. I just want to take a quick break, eat something, decompress a little bit, and then we'll be right back. But thank you, everybody who's been hanging out this afternoon. I'm really liking the DLC so far, and I'm very excited to keep doing stuff with it. So I'll be back in a bit. So jump back on if you want to see more. And if you gotta go for the rest of the afternoon, thank you for hanging out. I love you, and I'll see you guys later.